popular topic I've heard people talk about recently is a lack of so-called third places. If you've never heard of them, they're basically just places to go and hang out that aren't work or home. Sure, we have cafes and shops, but most of these tend to be the same massive chains that you'll find in every single town and city. Across the country, to me at least, it feels like the sense of community that once existed is dying. And that's truly saddening. So here's my proposal, which you definitely already know as you've seen the title, but we need more festivals. When I say festivals, I mean any event that has a bunch of local businesses coming together to provide a range of stalls selling foods and crafts, as well as some local performers providing entertainment, and maybe some other activities thrown into it, like a parade. This kind of event is often called a fair or country fair, but I'll be calling them festivals today for simplicity. Now, a clear distinction I want to make is I am not talking about music festivals. These already exist aplenty and serve their audience well, but they're not very family friendly in terms of providing interesting entertainment and stalls for all ages. It's not a community event when half the community can't engage with anything because it's not meant for them. Speaking of community, that of course is one of the massive benefits of festivals. It's an opportunity for all kinds of people who live nearby to visit something together and take part in ways that they usually never would. Everyone is so isolated these days from others, and festivals just encourage a little bit more mixing with society, and if you're lucky, you could make a new friend. If people see community groups hosting stalls or performing, they might decide to join, and that would be great for their social life. I, for one, would love to join some kind of social group like that focused around an activity, but it can be very intimidating to join one of those when it's just a name on a website. Getting the chance to see in person who's in the group and get a better feel for it before committing is such a great way to get your first impression, which is why I think the festival would be so useful here. Now, earlier I mentioned local businesses, and I feel this deserves a little more explanation. It's common knowledge that high street and physical independent shops are dying away. It's harder than ever to stay open as more and more people order everything online, and festivals give so many small businesses a chance to spread their names out there. They can give out free samples and business cards of products, or purely just sell their products at festivals. But this provides a much easier way for these lovely businesses to thrive. I feel it's also important to mention that festivals aren't just good for business. They're also a lot of fun. I think it's really cool to get to see all the different stalls and events. You can find some really great entertainment sometimes at festivals, like comedy performances or audience participation games. Festivals are a great way to reconnect with friends and family, where you can spend a lovely day together and reminisce over the previous year's festival, or just experience it for the first time. And this is much more relaxed than, say, going to a nightclub. This is particularly relevant these days as we all spend so much time online away from the friends we have, like you are right now watching this video. I know I wish I had the opportunity to spend more time with friends. Another huge part of some festivals that makes it fun is fun fairs. They are great fun and sometimes quite scary. I think they are a great pop-up attraction for a festival, and these provide lovely entertainment, of course, to people with kids, but also to us adults who want to have a bit of fun too. In the festival you see me here at, I went on the Ferris wheel and it was unexpectedly very fast and terrifying. A lovely thing I've yet to mention about the nature of festivals is that they often celebrate what makes the place they're hosted at special. Festivals are usually about something that celebrates traditions and the local history of an area. For example, maybe your area invented a certain type of cheese. Having the festival in your area being specialised and unique will help to keep your festival memorable and hopefully cause it to continue in the future. Having a memorable festival helps bring me to another massive benefit, which is that it will somewhat help to convince some young people to stay in the area and not move away for better opportunities. I understand, of course, that often people have to move away as they can't see how they will provide for themselves locally due to the jobs market. But for those who are on the fence over moving away, perhaps a little festival here and there might convince them to stay or move back later in life from nostalgia. And then your little town or village can stay vibrant and full of life. So I hope you now agree that we need more festivals, and maybe you can get involved in your local area and help start one up if it doesn't exist. I'd like to say a special thank you to my campers and glampers, AJP3D, Lumelia, Neo Chimera, and ShadowXXE. If you'd like to become a channel member too, you can hit the join button next to subscribe.